TinkerCAD is great in my opinion. I use TinkerCAD all the time when I can. But as you see here, here's an STL. Well, this is a demonstration of what's resulted from an STL that was created in TinkerCAD, downloaded, loaded into a repair program. I'll put details about the repair program down here. And as you see, it's got an awful lot of bad contours, bad edges. So when downloading an STL file from TinkerCAD, I've got to check and make sure that it is going to be printable, and most likely have to repair it. And here is an attempt to import a file, and as you can see here, it's coming back with .import file execution of BS. Looks like a PX form aborted. And this happens every so often again. And here I'm waiting for the featured shapes to display using Firefox here, but quite often this will also happen in Chrome. By the way, I'm using Windows 7 64-bit, Firefox, Chrome, probably some other browsers have been tried, Internet Explorer, etc., etc. But no featured shapes displayed. One classic, and I do call it a classic beta TinkerCAD problem, is if you hold down Shift and try to rotate, it'll just freeze. And you can't click on anything. Well, you can try clicking on stuff, obviously, but nothing happens if you do. So it's just frozen. As I say here, Chrome, Firefox, after rotating, that's if Shift is held and you hold down Shift to rotate it to specific angles, such as 45 degrees or 90 degrees, etc., then it just freezes. Then there is this problem sometimes. It's not very often I've seen this problem. It's mainly that rotate freezing one that's most annoying actually. That's WebGL hit a snag, and I'm using Chrome here. And also sometimes when you're not hitting those problems, it can be extremely slow to import an STL file in beta or beta, however you wish to pronounce it. Waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing happens. So here's two different files that have been tried to import, and these have been saved in TinkerCAD, by the way, created and saved by TinkerCAD, and then tried to load them back in and fail. And then sometimes the server will just fail or not import or whatever. And a quite recent problem I've had is, see these images on the right, look at them. They're sort of got the, well, icons, shortcuts, whatever you want to call them, over at the top of each other. They're not lined up. Quite often I do want to zoom in because I have a bit of poor eyesight, so I want to zoom in, but normally it's okay, and this time they're all out of line. Also that there's no other options here on the right that can be selected. So there's just some of the problems. I have had more in TinkerCAD. Please try and fix them.